So today I'm having a look at a very interesting and pretty unique little device by KKCOBVR. This is an infrared illuminator for the Quest 2. Honestly, I don't know what to say about this little device. It looks pretty interesting. The whole idea is that you can use this in low light situations. Potentially even completely dark light. We'll give that a test as well to see if in a no light environment to see how all this performs. But the idea being that this will emit an infrared light and it will allow for you to continue using your Quest in low light situations and allow for you to basically use your Quest whenever you would like. You can turn off all your lights and everything will still work just fine. So this is it. This is the infrared illuminator. So yeah, I mean, having a look at this, the device itself looks pretty easy based off the packaging here. You can see that the packaging did get dented in shipping here. Let's see here. I mean, there's not an awful lot really to say about this. I am a little bit curious because it does seem to imply that there may be an internal battery. I don't know if there actually is. We'll have to test that and see if there actually is. This may just power directly off of a Type-C as well. So, it's just in this little cardboard box. So in here we just get a manual. I don't know that we're really going to need this. So it does look like we have two Type-C ports on here. One that actually plugs into the headset, and then you have a second one that you can use to plug into the back. I'm also curious because it seems to imply that this can also be used to power the Quest 2 at the same time. So again, that's going to be something that we're going to check to see if that's actually the case. It looks like it'll allow for you to basically pass through to the to the headset to do whatever you'd like. We have the little device itself. That's actually a lot smaller than I was expecting. And then we also have, what are these other things here? We've got a male Type-C to male Type-C connection. I'm assuming that maybe this is for the back side here. If you wanted to plug it into an outlet or something like that. And then we also have a Type-A to Type-C connection. This is our little Illuminator here. So if it does have an internal battery, it doesn't seem to have any charge to it. I don't think. There's nothing that seems to signify that it's turning on or anything like that. So let me go ahead and grab something to plug this into, and we can give this a quick test before we throw it into the Quest 2. So I just grabbed a little like a little phone battery. I got about half battery on this, so this should be enough to at the very least power it. So let's try first with this one Type-C connection that we have on the side here. So if we go and plug it in like this, presumably. Okay, so yes, it does look like the little square here on the side does turn on to kind of show that it's enabled. And you can also see the light kind of shines a little bit red there. And then I think, yeah, so it looks like there's two modes on it. Everything got a little bit brighter. So it's a very subtle little device. There's not an awful lot to this to show that it's functioning. You basically got like a light blue light here for the button that just kind of gets brighter with each mode, and then the light on the front just kind of glows a light red every time it goes up one as well. And yeah, so and then there's the second mode. So it's a very subtle little device. Let's also see this back side here too. So if I go unplug this. It also doesn't appear to have any internal battery because I would have expected for it to at least have some charge after just a few seconds that it was plugged in there. And no, it's still not powering on. So presumably this does not have any internal battery. It looks like it does need to be plugged in at all times to be used. And yeah, and then we have the second button on the back there, or we have the second Type-C that seems to do the exact same thing. It can be used to power this little illuminator if you so choose. So now let's go ahead and try it in the Quest and see just how well this thing functions. All right, I have managed to get to a point where tracking is disabled. You can actually see my Guardian is off because it was just too dark. It just wasn't able to activate or anything. You can see if I actually try and enable it, it's saying tracking is off. I actually have my back to the camera as well because I have enough light over there that's able to still track. So we're gonna try the illuminator is off right now, so I'm going to try turning it on slowly. So let's try 1. Okay. That doesn't seem to have made any of a difference. Oh, and my controllers are gone now too. Oh, wait, there we go. Oh, that's at a very weird angle. Oh, hold on. What do we got going on here? Ah, okay. Ooh. All right, so at 1 brightness, I'm kind of able to get the illuminator to work for about half a second. Let's try at the highest brightness here. Oh, I think we've finally gotten something at the highest brightness here. Oh yeah, this actually, this is quite nice actually. Look at this. We've now got, I'm facing a green screen over here. That's what this is right here. So it's now able to actually see everything that's going on here. So you can actually now see, well, you can see everything about the room that I'm in and how much of a mess it is. Yeah, so hold on. If I go and create the Guardian, is everything still gonna work all right? Oh wow, yeah, look, like I can see everything. So I have no light whatsoever. I can show you right now. The only light that I have is right there. That's the only light that I have in this room. Oh, ooh, that was kind of weird. Hold on. Oh, my Guardian disabled again. Okay, so this is a bit of a finicky light source. So let me see if I can get it to re-enable. Okay, I got it to re-enable again. Yeah, everything seems to be working just fine. I can tell everything that I have here in my room. Everything is working just fine. You can see my hands and everything. So yeah, and then I can go and turn that off. And if I go and face my back, I'm assuming again my tracking is going to be lost. Now, one more thing that I did want to check as well is to see if we'd be able to continue powering our Quest 2 if we were to plug into the second Type-C port that the Illuminator has on the side. I've tried with a couple different cables, and I've tried with an Anchor battery as well as, a Jackery battery and an Anchor like phone battery. Neither of these seem to work. As far as I can tell, the Quest 2 simply isn't charging. I did actually see the power continue going down, so I don't think it was really doing anything as far as I can tell. It seems that it doesn't support any sort of power pass-through, which is a bit unfortunate. However, otherwise it works pretty well. I did have only 2 issues with this. The first one, I'm pretty sure was more of a Quest 2 issue than anything. I turned to face my curtain that I was using to block off sunlight that was coming in. And I did notice that my Quest 2 seemed to freak out for a second. And I think that was more of a Quest 2 thing, not necessarily an issue with the Illuminator. The only issue that I seemed to have with the Illuminator itself was on its eco-friendly mode. It didn't seem to work as well when I was trying to block off as much light as possible. If it was in a low light situation where it just has a little bit more trouble trying to track, I think that this would have worked perfectly fine in that eco-friendly mode. Otherwise, I had to use the full power mode, and I continued playing with this for a little bit longer. I tried jumping into some games, and I had no issue with this whatsoever. It all worked fantastic. I had no issues. I was able to continue playing games like Beat Saber and Pistol Whip. I continued playing those games that I usually wouldn't, had no issues whatsoever in my, as low light level as I could possibly make. So yeah, it's a fantastic Illuminator. Definitely recommend it. It's an amazing product. And yeah, so let me know down in the comments what you guys think of this. Is it something you guys might consider using yourself? Is this something you guys might have an interest in? Let me know down in the comments below. And with that, I'll see you in the next reality.